back to Leo Talks. For this third episode, we are catching up with someone who's not only a vital part of our leadership, but also one of the friendliest faces you'll meet. Someone who's always ready with a smile and a helping hand. So let's give a warm welcome to our District Vice President, Leo District 306 A2, Leo Anushka Liyanage.
Let's break the ice with some fun questions. The first one, if you could organize a Leo project with any fictional character, who would it be and what would the project be?
Well, that's an interesting question, Zara. Because I believe one of my favorite fictional characters or superheroes would be Deadpool, right? Because for his witty humor and his outgoing character, he could turn any serious situation to something fun, but at the end of the day, he would do the task, right? So I think Deadpool would be my go-to, and the project would be something related to kids, because they would find it humorous, and I'm pretty sure that they'll enjoy it as well.
So the second one, what's the funniest embarrassment you come across a Leo event?
Funniest embarrassment. So something that always gets me is, when you're at the head table, and especially during installations and maybe some ceremonies related to clubs, you always get these entertainment items, right? Maybe a singer, maybe a dancer, whatever, right? When you're at the head table, you don't know where to stare at, right? You whether to look at the dancers, whether to look at the singer, or whether to look at the audience. It's very very intimidating sometimes, because whether you look at them or at the audience, everybody sees you. So you have to be very no ceiling, no wall, like that. So that's something I like. It's quite funny, but that's something I would say not embarrassing, but it's something like very hard to like face.
Okay, a scene like I don't know, much people might not know behind the head table. If you could give every Leo in the district one superpower for a day, what would it be?
Being on time.
If you could replace all meeting icebreakers with one ridiculous activity, what would it be?
Something that when I was at my first orientation, something that stick to me or like stuck with me throughout my career was Leo career was something that's called Raha Sports here. Like I'm pretty sure that you guys have heard it. Right? And another thing something that is ridiculous than that is we have vanilla. I can't remember the exact name. It says like when you start to break the ice. I remember Rama here doing this. He says like tulangillai, dabarangillai, like from every finger you start like mahapatangilla, wana, then second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger in the whole hand, then both hands in the whole body. Antimata, like he would say, you have to do it, right? It's quite funny because when you are at orientation, most people are very rigid and they don't want to go out of their comfort zone. But I think that brings them out of the comfort zone. They are very free to learn and open to new experiences. So I think that would be something I would bring back.
Interesting. So last icebreaker question. If you could switch roles with any other Leo in the district for a day, who would it be and what would you do?
Any other role? That's an interesting question. I think I will go with being a club president. I think I don't want to go to the council and be a responsible person. I mean, because I enjoyed being a club president back in the day as well. Because that's the position that you have a responsibility, yes, but still you can enjoy Leoism. Like during my club presidency, I went to every club, I met every president, I did projects with almost every club. So that's the spirit or the Leo spirit that I carry through my whole journey, and I'm pretty sure that I would carry through my life as well. So I think being a club president would be something that I would be interested in.
If you don't mind, could you name which club president you want to start this year?
I don't want to name any names or like name any clubs, but I would, since I have already have the experience of like leading a community club, I would like to have the experience to lead a university.
Now let's shift to some important questions. As district vice president, what are your primary goals for supporting the district president and the district?
So as the district president, something that I would always look at is how I could give my experiences and my knowledge to the fellow Leos. Especially during this year, I saw many Leos who are fresh, who have very like inexperienced in Leo because they have been given new responsibilities, especially given your club, Pepiliyana Woodlands. Your club is very like I see new faces. I haven't seen them during the past, right? So I believe that if it is something for the district president and for the district, something I give is to share my knowledge, to encourage all of the fellow Leos to be their best, and something that I would encourage them always is to give the effort. Don't try to be perfect, or don't try to avoid mistakes or avoid errors. Always give your best, give your effort. That's what matters at the end of the day. This is a learning space and a safe space, so you guys can learn and grow during this whole time, and you'll be leaders one day, you'll be district president, DDPs one day. That's something I would give my fellow Leos.
What skills or qualities do you believe are essential for effective collaboration and teamwork within the Leo movement?
So I think communication is one of the key factors, not only in Leo but even when you go to your careers, even in your personal life. Communication is one of the key skills that you have to have, because if you clearly communicate with your superiors or with your community, with your fellow Leos, I think it's far easier to get things done. Okay? Let's say, for an example, if you don't feel like doing something and you feel your gut feeling says this might not turn out pretty well, you should speak up. You should say, look, as per my opinion, I think this won't work in this way, but let's try and do it this way, so we have a backup option to not to fall back. We have to move forward. That's something I think among many other skills and soft skills that you need, communication is something that comes to my mind as a key thing that you need to have.
What challenges have you encountered in balancing your personal life with your Leo responsibilities, and how do you manage it?
Something especially as a someone who is involved in corporate, especially balancing your Leo life, work life and your personal life, it's pretty tough. You have to have a proper schedule. I think not like time boxing and say let's say like you have to find time, because when it comes to Leo, it demands a lot when you come to a district level. You have to go to installations, you have to go to general meetings and stuff, because it demands you to be there, right? So I think something very important is to do your best to be at that place, right? So let's say, especially during installation periods, you don't have a personal life because Leo takes over, right? You have to go during every weekend, you have an installation, you have to go to those. But during the weekdays, especially during my work shifts, I focus on my work, because that is something I think keeps our like sanity, not insanity, sanity, right? Because being in that moment, being present and living in that moment, I think it is something that makes sense to balance out how you play the game, right? Let's say even in Leo, when you are doing Leo, you have to do Leo, right? Don't think about work or don't think about your personal life. You have to, but you have to like give priority to this. When you're working, you have to focus on that. Otherwise, something that I use daily is not try to, all right, after 6 I'll be doing Leo. No, that won't be the case. I might have to work after 6, but if something comes up in Leo, I'll prioritize them and see which one should I give the priority. Then I'll work on that. That's how I go about that.
I think that will be useful for many of us out here. The fourth question: what aspect of Leo service do you find most fulfilling, and why?
I think being purposeful and being useful to someone else. Right? I think that is our sole purpose. I was talking last night. I was speaking to Leo Sandul about this. Even though he's abroad, we always keep in touch over the phone. So we spoke about what is our purpose, right? I know it might be too deep for friends to talk about those things, but those are the things that we speak, right? So how to find our purpose, and he asked what would be my purpose, right? And I said, even like he's 23 or something, I'm much older than him. I'm like 3 years older than him. So I said, even I don't know my purpose yet. I'm still on my journey. Always take my advice with a grain of salt, because I'm also someone who's on the journey. You always can rely on me up to the age that I'm currently in, because I'll share my experience with you as advice, right? So I think being purposeful and useful to someone else is the key purpose as a person, as a human being. Because I believe that even though my my face, my hands, these represent Anushka Liyanage, right? Your body, your face represent yourself, right? It doesn't represent our spirit, something, the intelligent being that is inside us, right? So the purpose is to be useful to other humans through this, there's a law like this appearance, to be supportive, to be useful to other humans, make their lives better and easier. So that's something I really like about Leo.
What advice would you give to Leos who are looking to take on more leadership roles within the organization?
I think my key message would be to always be yourself. First thing, you have to be yourself. In Leo, don't try to be someone you are not. Be genuine, be honest to yourself, because that's the only safe space uh, that you would be, right? In Leo, you don't have to pretend to be someone you are not. So the first thing would be genuine of yourself, right? The second thing I would suggest is be supportive. Don't be embarrassed to go and talk to someone else, right? That's something even I do. Let's say I came here, I didn't know Aman. I said hi, I'm Anushka. So I think those relationships is something that would go beyond Leo, right? As humans, that's where we connect. Leo is a good platform to meet new people, and I think we have to take the best out of it and to be good people and to be good humans and to be good volunteers. I think it is very important to talk to each other and support each other. So that would be number two. And number three, I would say always enjoy being a Leo and being a person who's supportive to others and being a volunteer. Because if you don't enjoy Leoism or if you don't enjoy being a volunteer, I don't think you can make it for many years. So I think this is something that I would give as a message. First thing is to be genuine. Second thing would be to talk to others, make connections, and the thing would be to enjoy yourself.
So thank you so much, Leo. Anushka, with that, we could wind up that segment. Now we have a fun segment again where we'll be giving you a little bear. Hope you enjoy it because I believe we are going to. So we'll give you a teddy bear and you have to give the teddy bear compliments. You have to give the teddy bear a series of over the top compliments, hyping it up as the most amazing soft toy ever.
You gave me the ugliest one. All right. So like 5 compliments would do, right?
Yeah.
Is it too much?
No, no,
Right, okay. This is the name, no, right? Yoda. This is Yoda. Yeah, okay. We'll go with Yoda. Hi, Yoda. I think you are the prettiest teddy bear that they gave me, right? I picked you because you are so pretty, and your dress is very, I would say, very nice. Even though you are not wearing pants, it's okay because I think you are a baby Yoda, all right? And your little arms, your little legs, even though you can't walk and like eat properly, I'll look after you. And yeah, you have big eyes, even though you don't have eyelids, that's fine, we don't judge. You have nice ears also. You have a bit floppy, but it will do. Yeah, that's it. That's so beautiful. I hope that's good.
And we're done. Hope you had as much fun as we did. Huge congrats to all those out there